So in this video, I'm going to talk about the concept of prodigal accumulators of wealth and under accumulators of wealth. This is from the book Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley. Highly recommend this book. Let's go ahead and I have an article that I'm going to outline for you. And before I show you the article, I wanted to show you this is from Wes Watson's page. And this kind of stuff is just wildly unsustainable to aspire to for the vast majority of people. And I'm skeptical that he's actually making the kind of money that he's saying that he is. A lot of his messaging is just about like driving really nice cars. You just got to power through, just got to have self-discipline. But for the vast majority of people, they're better off living frugally. They're better off trying to save money over time. I'm afraid that messaging like his could lead to people going all out and buying cars that they can't afford, buying trips they can't afford, trying to appear that they have far more wealth than they actually do. There's a lot of people that are limited in the wealth that they can build because they're trying to actually look wealthy. Okay. And he shows a ton of really nice cars, really nice watches, things like that. But I'm just telling you, like, the path to wealth has been laid out. It's in books like Millionaire Next Door, Richest Man in Babylon, maybe a few like key real estate investing books that are encouraging people to go with the long term. But there's a lot of people that try to get really flashy and they get larger followings by doing that. But that's not what we're doing on this page. So now I'm going to show you the actual ideas of prodigal accumulator of wealth and an under accumulator of wealth from the book Millionaire Next Door. So this is from historyeducation.org. This is my website. But basically, prodigal accumulators of wealth, these are people that, as the book highlights, they invest a lot. They try to invest a high percentage of their income. They value financial independence more than showing off their wealth. I want to show this principle of a prodigal accumulator of wealth because I feel like it goes against a lot of what I see online, a lot of these financial influencers that are on Instagram, people like Wes Watson that have really flashy cars. A lot of millionaires, they are not into flashy cars. They're into just pouring money into index funds, things like the S&P 500. They're getting rental properties. And they might drive vehicles that are not that nice, that are older, okay? So they invest wisely and consistently over time. They live below their means. They tend to budget carefully and avoid unnecessary debt. They value financial independence over showing off wealth. I try to be a prodigal accumulator of wealth. And so some of the things that I do, I have a Honda Fit. I want to say it's like a 2012. So it's like 12 years old. The car door doesn't even open on the driver's side. So it doesn't unlock. So I have to unlock it from the passenger side and then manually unlock it from the inside. And then I open the driver's side door. I have a condo that I live in and it has 3 bedrooms. I rent out 2 of the rooms. I could easily afford to not rent out the rooms, but it helps pay for the mortgage. It covers about half the mortgage because I have somewhat of a high interest rate. And that allows me more money to invest into other areas. I have some other rental properties. I'll show those in future videos, but I basically have done this pattern multiple times where I'll get a home, I'll get a condo or a house, I'll live in one room, I'll rent out the others, and then I'll get another one. I've done that for a very long time. This year, I've started to take a few more trips, but for a very long time, I didn't take trips, except for maybe like a trip to Lake Powell once a year with my friends. I was not going and traveling internationally. I tend to believe that you should never spend, you should never spend more than 1% of your entire net worth on travel in a year. That's a rule that I've set for myself. Okay, and then on the contrast to that, there's under accumulators of wealth. These are people that they accumulate wealth at a lower rate than would be expected given the income that they have and the age that they are. They spend a lot often on things like vehicles and vacations. Vehicles and vacations, in my opinion, those are 2 of the killers to net worth. Okay, they often focus on outward appearances of wealth. Also wearing really nice clothing, right? They often have a lower net worth than peers that have similar incomes. Okay, so you have PAWs and you have UAWs and you have some people that are just kind of in between, right? So this distinction highlights the importance of wealth building behaviors over mere income levels. I have this page as a teacher. I'm telling you that as a teacher, you can have a much higher income than some people that are making more than teachers. Okay. So again, it's more about like, what are you doing with the money? How is that contributing to your net worth? I know teachers that are basically putting 80% of their income toward investments every year. Now, that's very difficult to do, and that takes a lot of basically discipline and time to get to that point. And these are the top paid teachers that have the highest degrees and they've been teaching for a while, but it can be done. Go ahead and like and follow, share this for more, or share this to friends and family, share this to teachers. Follow the account, and you'll have more videos coming out about building wealth independently.